Eric Braverman's The Greatest Music Ever Created and How It Ruined Our Lives. With our straight out of the wilderness guests, Mr. and Mrs. Ted Nugent. And be sure to watch as Evie disturbs the biggest alligator in the world at over 13 feet. What can be more metal than that?
Do you get along with Kiss?
Kiss? Absolutely.
Okay, well, I know the managers, but one of the last times I saw him was when you opened for them in Tucson. I think you had Tommy Aldridge with you.
Yeah, see what I told you about the world's greatest musician. Tommy Aldridge, another Ted Nugent drummer.
Blizzard of Oz.
World class.
Who was the other guy that night?
Marco Mendoza.
Okay.
Yeah.
You abused Kiss.
In a sweetheart kind of way.
That great,
same way I abuse you.
Yeah,
you're not a shit.
But
your
Slayer version of Great White Buffalo that night.
Awesome.
Was like seriously. I sat through the Kiss show.
Why would you call it the Slayer version?
Because it was evil. It sounded evil.
It didn't have hints of Caucasian disgust, did it? I mean, it was a black.
Well, you did talk about the Caucasians ruining Buffalo.
Kill whitings. Don't like white people.
Okay, Nugent, it's hard to even know which way he might be coming or going. But I
thought you were music. It has to have soul of the black.
But I thought that I couldn't believe they were letting you do that. And the funny thing is, you had one light and a black backdrop with nothing, and they came out just pouring, confetti into our mouth.
And who came off better?
But I mean, it wasn't even like a measurable thing.
Did my band's music pulverize you that night?
Yeah, it did.
Yes.
That's my whole back to the metal thing. I don't know I've never met a person more metal to you. Bullets are metal. Guitar strings are heavy metal. Loud music, long hair, big attitudes.
You're talking Caucasian silliness now. My music is rhythm and blues more than anything.
But it's a rhythm and blues with what added to it?
Well, certainly with more bombast and more intensity, because it's, the Chuck Berry, the Bo Diddley was perfect inspiration, but I needed to take it beyond that. I come from Detroit, and we don't just shoot you a couple times. We got boxes of ammo in Detroit. We do everything hyper intense because Mitch Riding and the Detroit Wheels taught us to do it that way. And unless you had seen Mitch Riding and the Detroit Wheels back in the late 50s and early 60s, what Johnny Bonangic on drums and Earl Elliott on the bass guitar established as the power driving rhythm section is the bar that still is set to this day. And it's all about soul. It's not about white guy bebop.
You have a lot of soul in it, but at the end of those other people, we can just kind of walk out of the show. After your show, it's almost like, whoo, we went skiing. It
feels like almost like that. It's completely
I feel like I'm following you.
Because I love it because I love it so much, and I'm so inspired what James Brown established and what certainly Howlin' Wolf and again I repeat the gods, Chuck Berry and Bo Diddley, they established the whole cadence and the whole rhythm power, and then it was maximized by Wilson Pickett, Otis Redding, and certainly the Motown Funk Brothers. Those guys inspired me way more than the rehashed version, which was also phenomenal, by the Stones and the Beatles and the Yardbirds, and then the ZZ Tops and everybody else. We regurgitated what the original blacks conveyed to the British assault because Americans were too stupid to know what we had. We were into the white music. But the reason my music sounds like heavy metal to you is because the grind factor is so extreme and so intense.
Yes.
But it's still about rhythm and blues. You'll never mistake a Ted Nugent lick for a Metallica lick.
No, that's true, but I don't mistake a Metallica lick for an Iron Maiden lick either.
The greatest music ever created and how it ruined our lives.
Do you believe in and stuff out of this world, ghosts, angels, Bigfoot. I was wondering what you would think of that kind of stuff that people try to rely on or they hope for. I mean, is there anything?
Nothing.
Or is it just...
It's manufactured by human creativity.
You believe in God?
I believe in God. Sure, that's not Bigfoot.
Okay, but
I would kill Bigfoot. I would kiss God.
I was going to ask you. If you
No, I believe in God, not the guy with the beard and the guy of the voodoo religions. I believe in God as the power, as the great spirit, more like the Aboriginal people, the founder, the creator of this incredible miracle that we live every day.
No, those are good answers. What is something we don't know about him that only the wife can tell? Doesn't need to be about something.
I don't think
How
there's
long do
anything.
we?
That's why when I watched this documentary.
No, you know what?
Anything that you don't know about.
No, you.
I don't hide anything.
I'll tell you what you don't know. He is pussy whipped by our cat.
That is true.
By
I
our
was
cat.
almost like, oh my God.
He can be in the worst mood. I can hear him walking towards the door. He's letting something out, swearing and F this, F that. He will walk in the door and the cat is there and all is well with the world.
Don't you think that's the penance or whatever for all the
All
animals
the cats
he
that I
shot?
killed.
Yeah,
Not all the animals
he's
I
killed.
shot, all the cats that I
How
shot.
many?
No, I killed a lot of cats.
How
Cats are a
frequently
scourge. In the real world, cats are a great curse with the distemper and the rabies, and they destroy wildlife. I mean, cats are just the greatest killers in the world. So maybe I kill them because I'm jealous.
The greatest music ever created and how it ruined our lives.
So then we have, this is my baby right here.
Wow.
Look at this, isn't this sweet and soft? I do all kinds
Wow.
of things. These are my projects, these are my hobbies. His name is Captain Woody Pool.
So with skill like this, I mean, this looks alive. It shouldn't be hard to really mount Nickelback, right? Can you mount Nickelback?
They are alive.
They are alive?
Yes, they are.
What would it be the cost of mounting like 4 Canadian musicians? Right?
Yeah, I can do that. Come over here and check these eyes out though. Don't you think those are real?
It does look really realistic. Gosh, these horns too. Are the horns real?
No, what I want to know is, are these real?
These are real as this
Oh,
is.
is that real, dude? I've been waiting so long for you to get here.
These horns too. This is all awesome stuff.
Oh yeah.
What is that? A fox or a coyote? Or...
That's Mr. Happy.
Wow, that's a craziest whale. That's a whole whale. Whoa.
See that? Isn't that pretty?
That is pretty.
Isn't that pretty how it just lined up? Like
Yeah.
Okay, so check these out over here. Look at this. Don't put your hand in there.
What is that, shark?
Yeah, we will. Oh my God!
It's underneath the board.
Look at that right there. See that eye right there? Look how that eye looks. No, just lean down right there. Look at that eye. No, look a little harder there.